Kyle, go ahead and pull a card.
I'm gonna do a lighthearted
question.
Light question too. What was the last thing that made you LOL?
Just now.
Yeah, pretty much. At Amazon. Half crap that happens there.
Is there still a lot of drivers that go ahead and like drop their trailers and stuff?
90% of the third party drivers, they make me laugh. Like there was it was like, I think it was on Wednesday actually. I was sitting there making a move, and I sat there for a second waiting for this third party driver to park. And as I was watching, he just like rammed into the trailer, pulled forward, then rammed in the trailer, then pulled forward, and ran into the trailer, and I was like, I should have called it in.
It's just too funny.
I used to like a few more.
I used to love just sitting there and watch them just like crash and burn. I'm just like, I would have snacks and I'd just like, I'm just like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God.
Oh, man. I think the funniest thing that made me laugh was when Maria drops the TC in the drain. I was driving by and I just see Maria just.
Did they ever get that back?
No, it was still down there.
I think it's gone.
Oh my God.
It was like a couple of months later. I took a picture down there. It was still there. I was like, I'm surprised he didn't wash away. Yeah.
I mean, those TCs were kind of hefty, so I mean.
Oh man, anything Maria did made me.
She's
I wonder if
hilarious.
Maria's still working for Amazon.
She does actually. I think she's a manager at the place she moved to. She's
wow.
She's a level 4.
Nice.
Moved up.
Is it with Aragon? Does she go back to like Primary or no? Or still with Tom?
No, it's not with Tom. I don't think.
Funny thing is,
Shemaya messaged her one day because she saw her online, and then she just said that she was a L4 now.
Huh?
She didn't specify
Nice.
which though.
Hey.
Yeah, because I knew that she used to work for Air, I think previously, and then she came to Tom over here.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if she went back to Air. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. She went to I think she said she went to non-inventory, right? When she moved up there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she's like an L4 non-inventory or if she just went over to somewhere else.
Nobody should be an L4 non-inventory.
That's true. I don't think there is such a thing.
I mean, it is, but I'm up here like, literally, what
They
do you
just
do?
do their own
What
thing.
do you do?
L4 is just non-inventory is just a department that's just there.
Right.
It's just they have no rank.
Yeah.
Just bring me some more boxes, okay?
Funny thing is like she thought she was going to be fired right when she got there because of the write-up that she got before she left.
Yeah.
Welcome to the team. All right, get out.
Let me see that badge real quick.
That's it.
I think like all of us kind of felt that way after a period of time. Like in that area, we were just like, all right, well, today we're going to be fired.
Yeah. I remember.
I really think they tried to fire me. I really think with all those freaking write-ups, I really think they attempted to.
What was Diana's? He was aggressive or whatever.
Yes, I'm aggressive. Me, this guy.
He's in there. I'm aggressive. Yelling at her.
Right.
Nobody calls me aggressive.
But the thing is, it was like, I'm sorry to say it like this, but it was almost like she never worked with a black guy that knew what he was talking about. Like, I'm over here like...
She never talked down to me.
I'm over here like literally, my first write-up, I think, was within the first month of me being there. And I'm up here like, Diana, I know what I'm doing. I've been on the top team for a year. I know what I'm doing. Well, you're not supposed to be doing this. Like, God. They're like, have you ever been a driver before? Have you ever drove a hostler before? Yeah, they're like, and I hate that they made that rule that L4s and L5s didn't have to learn how to do hostler driving they
should have left leads, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right.
The weird thing is like the leads that were able to drive.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you can't drive anymore. It's like,
yeah.
why
not?
Like that makes no sense.
I'm still surprised Alex had his CDLs. I'm sorry. He did not seem like a person that would have his CDLs.
I was gonna say, I miss Alex Cook.
Yeah. His barbecues and everything.
Yeah.
His barbecues are good. Not the fact that he made Diana cry all the time, but, but just the fact that he was kicking butt. He was.
Do you remember when I made Diana cry?
What time?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, that is right.
I forget. I was doing something. You went on lunch, but you were in there when I said this.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you were talking on the radio.
I just love talking on the radio.
And then Diana said something. I was like, "You really don't know what we do out here, do you?" And I was like, because it was just me out there driving, and then they just dropped a bunch of moves as soon as you got on lunch.
Yeah,
I'm like over there like stressing out, and then she comes on the radio saying something. I was like, "You really don't know what we're doing around here, do you?" And then after I did the moves, I was like, it's kind of mean, wasn't it? I went in there and her face is all red. I was like, oh, I made her cry.
She probably thought you were a little bit aggressive.
She probably had some PTSD of Alex yelling at her. It's like a black man yelling at me.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But yeah.
And I guess she was, by the time all of us were gone, she was used to black men yelling at her, I guess. I mean, shit. Between me, you, Josh, Alex. Shoot.
Oh,
it was a lot. It probably was a lot for her. She probably grew up a lot, She understood a little bit more about the world,
Oh, man.
Shoot, I remember, and I know you remember this too. So you had gotten a coaching for, I think it was like when you first started doing Tommy runs. And
Eating the fries?
Yeah. I was cracking up. I was like, what happened? And I remember she showed me the video. You were making a turn going like this.
You see me reach down, grab some McDonald's.
She's like, you can't eat while you're driving. And I was like, oh my, you got caught literally right on camera.
I heard the thing go off. I
was just like, oh. Duly noted. I won't be driving at the time.
Well, it was like you couldn't even drink water. It was like, it's like, what's the point of that?
Either you reach over and you go like this, or yawning.
Yeah, yawning. That was the dumbest.
That was stupid.
Oh my god. Like we can literally get in trouble for yawning. Like what?
Sorry, my brain needed oxygen.
Well, there's a new system now that they have, which is like 3 times worse about tracking on everything.
Great.
And so, as like one time I was driving as a passenger just to help out one of the new people and stuff.
Did it ding you for something?
So they were looking over at me because I was talking to them, and they kept looking over to me and then looking at different spots. They kept looking at me, and then they were driving, and it didn't even go off. But then I was like, well, that's a nice cloud. And they're like, yeah. And they're like, distracted driving.
Really? Oh, I hated that thing so much. When they put those new cameras in, I'm like, please take this out.
Right?
Oh, man. Yeah,
It's just a cloud. It's just
those things would literally get you for blanking.
Right.
It's weird that I never got written up in the Hustler for doing anything. Because I sped a lot.
I think they took the speeding off.
I think they did too.
There was times I was going like at least like 20 in the yard, 25.
I remember she tried to write me up for when she was in the yard, and one of the third-party drivers did something they weren't supposed to. So I sped up around them and cut them off and made them stop. And she happened to be in the yard with
doing a yard audit or something.
Yeah. And she was up there like, you were going faster than you were supposed to. I was up like, did I get dinged? did it ding me for it? Well, no, but you weren't supposed to go that fast. And I'm gonna write you up. I was up like, how are you going to write me up for something that the system didn't catch?
Yeah. It's like, do you actually know how fast I was going?
Right. Shoot. But it's so dumb. And the thing is, she didn't say nothing to the driver, even though she saw what the driver did. I'm up here like, what the? How do I get in trouble for trying to stop a driver because they're doing the wrong thing?
Right.
And You don't even reprimand the driver. Like, what the heck?
Diana. Have you seen her baby?
Oh, she got a
I
baby
think on
now?
Facebook or something like that. Yeah.
Ooh,
I didn't.
okay.
I didn't see her baby
Diana.
bump, but
I
I saw the baby.
She got married and everything.
didn't think she wanted kids.
Are you kidding? She would call her boyfriend's kids her kids.
Oh, really?
But
Oh,
but
really?
the thing is, I mean, her I guess husband now got money, so
He got money. Well, he always had money. I thought he
Yeah.
was just.
yeah, because I think when they met, he owned a property that his ex-wife stayed on.
Yeah, and they were
Yeah.
always talking about that.
And I'm up here like, this seems real difficult for a new relationship. Like, this seems like a lot.
I remember Diana was asking me a relationship advice. I'm like, when she's like, what do you do if like the ex-wife is still around? I'm like, I don't know. Kick her out. It's like, are you all sleeping in the same bed? Like, what's happening here? Oh man, good time.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with me, I feel like I was extra annoyed with Diana because she was younger than me.
Right.
That's why that would irk me the most. But I'm over here like, she's literally, I think, 10 years younger than me.
She's 32, I think. Yeah.
She's 32 now.
She could be 30. Well, actually, no. How old is she now?
Because I know I'm a good amount older than her. I might not be 10 years older than her, but I'm a good amount older than her.
Yeah. She's at least 31 or 32.
Yeah.
I mean, if that pissed you off more than anything, think
Yeah.
how Ken was.
Man.
I mean, any of the Tams, really.
That's true. Yeah, that's
talking to Ken.
Yeah.
You missed it. Virgil, when he almost got into a fight with Virgil.
Yeah. Oh.
So there's
That was amazing.
Virgil was, oh my gosh, I wanted to do something to him. He was so annoying. But yeah, there was this guy from non-inventory.
Uh-huh.
came over.
I forget what even happened that even got Ken to start yelling at him.
It was Penny was giving up her truck, I think it was, and then Virgil was trying to take it or something, but she already promised it to Ken, I think. I think that's what
It might have been the other way around.
It might have been
because
the other way around.
Virgil never wanted to get into a hostile right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, I think you're
That's
right.
true.
I think you're right.
So I think he was probably trying to get Ken to get into it. It's like he's probably
Yeah.
like, no, you can take it or whatever. But like anytime we come in, because he was on the same shift as me,
Yeah.
he was like, hey, they're post tripping right now. It's like there's only one hostler available. You want to hop into? I was like, how long have you been here? Why are you still standing in here?
Right.
I used to hate that. And I'm like, you know damn well you go get your ass in the house.
And then I liked how when we were trying to tag out all the hostlers, he was like, well, I want to go out there and work. It's like, oh, now you want to work.
Yeah,
I want to do something.
You're like, this one runs fine. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Tag it out.
Was that the same night that he bent the tank? He bent the gas tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On 208,
Uh-huh.
218.
Yeah. He hit the whole, back in the 200s, I think. He hit that one, the tight 215.
Yeah,
218.
they kicked me
18?
off the
Okay.
con
218.
team. They kicked me off the con team. Though. Yeah. But all these stories about people doing far worse stuff than me.
It's crazy. I mean, I've heard some crazy stuff that's going on now that I'm just like, how are like half these people even working there right now?
Talking about crazy stuff. What about Patrick?
Yeah.
We were actually talking about that the other day. It's
About the whole
like,
control fall thing?
yeah. I mean, kind of his fault for posting it on TikTok, but it's like a Tam from a different site was like, hey, they can't be doing this. It's like, mind your own, like, your own site. No,
It was nothing signifying that this happened at Amazon. Really.
Yeah.
And you just blew the whole thing up.
It's like it was a controlled fall. Like it could have been for learning purposes. Other people could see, like, hey, this is how controlled fall is done.
I mean, you know how many like videos of Amazon are on like freaking
Right.
social media and all that stuff? I'm like, you see all these packers and stuff. Literally, they be doing live stream for hours and
Yeah.
stuff, and I'm like, Okay.
You definitely see some addresses on there.
Troll Falls, they're like top secret.
Yeah, true,
You're not
true.
allowed to know that their packages fall out the trucks. I think that was probably it. It's like people can't know that their stuff. This is how it gets damaged.
Oh, man. Working at a delivery station now, throw your box
Yeah.
across the thing.
yeah.
Oh,
my
man.
God.
They'd be looking at
Like-
that's my box.
That's it. That's it.
Don't let it be a bunch of jiffies. They just go flying everywhere. Like,
Yep.
Yeah. So you all worked at a delivery station, yeah?
yep.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
Oh, you
I
okay?
I worked at a sort center
Sort center.
and fulfillment centers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't miss much.
Yeah.
No, you didn't miss much because I worked at all of them, so you didn't miss much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all because I could truly say probably FC is probably better to work at because it's just more opportunity to move around,
Yeah.
to do different things
True.
than in other places. Because other places like you have 3 different jobs here. That's it.
Yeah, delivery station. Delivery station, that's what you get.
Yep. Yep.
No.
Yep.
I don't miss Amazon.
I don't either at this point.
It's
I mean,
like even doing the AFP stuff, I was doing like the CDL,
Uh-huh.
the CDL side, and it was just like.
we should talk about that. Did they keep their promises about the pay increase?
As of recently, right?
I think it was
They finally did it.
Yeah, I think they finally did it.
Wow,
Yeah, they
it took
finally
them
did.
that long
Yeah.
to
Well,
do it.
You're at your cap, so you didn't even get anything. They said, "All right, everyone gets an extra $1.50." You don't,
Because I feel like
You finished that goal.
they should get rid of that because I'm up here like, let's be serious. The average time working at Amazon is still 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So I'm up here like, if you got somebody that's been there 10 years, come on. Like,
Yeah,
just let them keep on getting their pay increases.
Right.
Like, so what if they may be making more than a manager? So what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Dedicated. Man.
right. Because like he's dedicated to this company. Give him his money.
It's funny because after I had left, I got an email. I got 2 emails saying, "Hey, come back and like be a TAM." I'm like,
I will never get those.
I'm good.
Cause I got money out of Amazon.
Yeah.
So I sued them. So like literally a lot of people don't know when you sue Amazon and you work there, it's in their little writing when they give you your money that you could never apply for another Amazon company again.
So it's kind of like taking the whole, like, way out and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah. And I'm up here like, really? I'm up here like, y'all didn't want to admit to my injury, even though it's on tape.
Right.
Like you could clearly see what happened.
You're not hurt.
And they're like, oh, this is not from us. Because they tried to pull up car accident I had like
What the hell?
7 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm up
That's
here
random.
like, in that accident, I hurt my back, not my shoulder. Like, where did y'all even find this from? Like, what the heck?
They're like, it all connects. It all connects.
Right.
Remember that jaywalking ticket you got in 2011? Okay.
We actually fired you for crossing the yard.
Because I still need to sue them actually for wrongful termination. I still didn't get them on that yet.
I thought you got that already. No,
Mm-mm. I didn't never do it. But I mean, technically you got 5 years to do it, so approximately. It's about to get there, so yeah. Well, technically, according to them, I didn't get fired till January of last year. That's when I had to sign.
That's right, because you used all your time. Yeah.
And the thing is, technically, I was still employed throughout that whole time suing them. And I just had to relinquish my position when I got my settlement. So
Relinquish your position of what? Sitting at a desk? What were you doing at the end there?
well, technically, I was a picker. Again, because that's where they put me at. And literally, I think I only picked 3 days and got injured.
It was your wrist, right?
No, it was my wrist, elbow, and shoulder.
Head, shoulders, knees, and
You're
toes.
right. I mean, they pack those daggone things so tightly. And they want you to bend down and grab it a certain way, and when that shit is stuck and heavy for that matter, it's hard to pull that shit out.
Yeah.
And that's how I fucked myself up. But it's fine. It's fine. It paid off my car.
There you go.
Amazon was good for something. So
yeah. It was fine working there. I guess.
It was fun.
yeah, we had a good crew though. That's why.
All right. Yeah.
We did have a good crew.
Yeah.
I still remember when we first like launched the building. Remember how many people were on Tom Team? It was just like for one shift there'd be like 6, 7 people, 8 people on that particular shift.
I remember looking outside. I'm like, I want to be out there.
I mean, we had fun too because it wasn't much to do at first.
Yeah.
It wasn't at all.
Well, remember we get all the construction deliveries and be like, okay, Honeywell or something like that goes to over there and all that stuff.
Yep.
A lot of construction. And then we started getting freight going out. And that's when I was like, oh, okay,
Oh, this is the job.
I thought that was the perfect time though, right when it opened and we were all chilling out.
Yeah.
And it was like playing games and stuff
Play
like
Uno
that.
and all
Playing
that
Uno.
stuff.
Just deciding who wants to pick that up.
Let me go check them in.
I remember when I started, it was at November, beginning of October.
Yeah.
And I was like, I went into the mobile mini. I saw like all the games that are on there. I was like, what happens in here? What is this job?
They're like, we weren't working.
Oh, man.
Because I remember before they started checking us, and people used to bring in their switches and everything. That was great, you know.
That was nice.
I remember I got caught with that because Kyle he was checking something, but he accidentally switched the camera and showed me on my switch, and Diana was standing there. And that was Diana's first impression of me is
Let's be serious. Only manager at first that was real serious about it was Diana.
Right, yeah.
All the other managers was up there like, okay, I get it.
Even,
you know?
even Steven was like, he was serious about it, but he was like, he was cool.
Yeah, he understood that we had a lot of downtime, and you just don't want to sit there staring at each other throughout the downtime.
I mean, as long as you're doing your job, like no moves and stuff, and there's no line, okay. I mean,
Who was it? There was this one person there that they were there at the beginning, but they just kept playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
Phoenix.
was that
Phoenix?
Phoenix, yeah.
Was that Phoenix?
Yeah, that was
I remember
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Phoenix,
Luckily, I didn't have to
They
work
were
with.
sitting there playing the Dungeons and Dragons, and then the truck driver would come
Yeah.
up and like, wait.
Yeah, like that was Phoenix was an experience. Oh my god!
I never had to work with her.
Yeah. Like don't have them hear you say her.
I had to work with it.
Yeah, I'd always be
Oh my
like,
God.
I'd be like, oh, she told me. Oh, I'm not a she. I'm like, oh, it's just, it's automatic. Like,
But like I've said before, I understand the whole trans thing, but if you are appearing like a woman, more likely people are going to call you a woman. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I understand your strife and everything, but if you dress like a guy, people most likely call you a guy. But when you go coming in there with stretch pants on and stuff like that girls normally wear, people look at you and see girls. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm over here like, because they came to me a lot about it because, you know, it was only, 2 gay people other than Phoenix on the Tom team at the time. Well, no, technically it was 3. Because me and Shemaya and...
what was his name?
what was it?
Really loud.
Yeah. Oh,
loud
shoot.
laugher.
DeAndre?
Yeah.
So I'm up here like it was only a handful of us gay people, you know, and you know Shemaya was kind of stealth, so you know, she wasn't involved in all the BS, you know.
I remember when we went to Bubba's, and she brought her
Then girlfriend.
Yeah, girl. I don't know what it was. But I remember you were telling me, you were like, oh, dang, that's not a nigga. That's a nigga.
Like, that one, you're like, Shemaya's ex-girlfriend presented like a dude. Like, that was like, that was a true nigga right there. You know? They're like, because I was just making a point that I'm up for like, if she was on our team and how she dressed, we if she said, hey, no, I identify as a male, we'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. Like, you dress like a guy. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. We good with that. Okay. But I'm sorry, Phoenix didn't always dress like a guy. So it was just like, it was hard to decipher, really. You know?
Yeah, I
So-
saw Phoenix twice. Once walking out, and then once I think she was like parking a hostler or something like that. But from like I never talked to her.
That's all you need.
That's all you needed.
I think I worked with her for like 1 week because it was like during COVID where you needed a spotter and all that stuff. And so I was the spotter and she was training somebody on, hostler training and stuff like that. And so I'd always mess up by calling her a she. And she'd be like, it's okay. Just remember next time. I'm just like, I probably won't. So
I'm so sorry.
I won't. Strap now.
I remember it was hot outside too. I was like, whatever.
Like I'm just so hot right
Yeah.
now.
Just hurry up and train so we can just go back in time. Okay.
Oh man, yeah. I'm glad I didn't have to work with that.
Yeah.
In every word. Christian, go ahead and pull a card.
Let's see. Oh, should I do a bigger question?
Do it.
Do
All
it.
right. If you had your own talk show, who would be your first guest?
Is that still there? We'll do a different one.
Let's do a different one.
When I open this box, this card keeps popping up. There must be more than one.
Have you ever texted the wrong number by accident? What did you say?
You did that one too. Hold on.
Shuffle these.
No one shuffled these cards.
There you go.
Do you think it's possible for a person to be too nice?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
But I'm
Yeah. Right there.
But I feel like I can be too nice sometimes. But then, like, there's the asshole side of me where I'll just be like, I won't be nice, but I'll just be like, I'm just not going to talk to you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always think I'm being an asshole, like 90% of the
No,
time.
but you're always
everyone's
nice.
Yeah, everyone's like, you're so nice, and I'm like, really?
Really so nice.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I'll take it.
I mean, let's be serious. You were one of the nice people on the time.
Oh, yeah,
team.
for
Out of the
sure.
original crew, you were one of the nicest. So. Because you were understanding and you talked to everybody.
Yeah.
So you didn't have no real hardcore opinion about nobody. So that kind of helps you, you know?
Yeah.
I was pretty
Hey.
chill with everyone.
Yeah. People can be too nice.
Yeah, I guess
Definitely
so.
sometimes I'm too nice and letting people borrow stuff. The person that I'm talking about will see this.
You know who you are.
But yeah, definitely. It's like when the people that, there's a point of helping and there's a point of being too nice
Yeah.
with like money.
Yeah.
It's
that
like,
one, yeah.
yeah, I've definitely had my fair share of being too nice with my money.
Well, even then, too, like if you're being too nice, like with your boss and stuff like that, boss be like, hey, can you do this or can you work this and this? And you're like, sure, I feel bad.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
being too nice, too. Because I learned, I'm like, nope, I ain't working no
I ain't
more.
doing
Nope.
nothing.
I am leaving out of my scheduled time. Okay? But I mean, if I liked you, then I would stay. 'Cause I mean, there's a couple of times because we leave at 5, but then there'd be like nobody there or nobody showing up. I'm like, I'll stay until somebody comes.
Right.
There's no moves after like 6 o'clock
Yeah,
anyway
yeah.
until like 7:30. So I'm like, okay.
I mean, overtime. So
Yeah.
I remember staying many of days past my time.
most of the time though, like 4:45 hits, I'm already like posted
Yeah.
out.
we be in the guard check
Yeah,
talking to people coming in.
Because most of the time we're giving our hostlers away to them anyway.
Right, yeah.
'Cause
Mhm.
half the time they're broken. So
Yeah. Well, or we'd leave it to like the 2:30s, which would be
yeah, Craig.
Craig.
yeah.
Who else was at 2:30? There's one other one. I forget who it was.
Was it Peter?
Peter. Yeah, he was.
Peter.
No, he was.
Was it 11 or something like that, or
He was at 10:30.
10:30?
It
Yeah.
was at 10:30.
Was
Yeah.
it 10:30?
He might have switched his shift at 2:30.
Maybe
I remember someone else being at
there
2:30.
was
Yeah.
someone else as a
2:30.
2:30.
But then eventually Craig was the only one left on that 2:30.
Yeah.
And then he got mad when he couldn't go to was it HCO one?
Yeah.
he got switched actually to 6 o'clock. So
Oh,
he's-
finally?
Yeah, he's 6
Yeah.
to 4.
Nice. Yeah, he wanted that
I
for the
wanted that
longest
too.
time. You got your chance to change your shift 10
Right,
times.
sure, you had first tenure. You had
That's true.
first dibs.
I remember the first time you switched to the 4:30. You're like, I can't do this.